Here we are, the GIVeconomy development call. It is a January 18th Wednesday. It only happens once in a while, these Wednesday, January the 18th, so hope we're all appreciating the day. Sorry, I'm like really tired today. Yeah, let's just get started. Okay. Yeah, let's just get started with the intentions and distractions. My intentions are on the agenda. I'm seeing that Mitch is saying that we shouldn't talk about the PFP collection, but I think if we're going to be talking about like developing, I don't know, when did we talk about it? Aren't we going to develop the
We talked about it on Monday.
in the Gov call?
No, in the DAP call.
Oh,
Maybe I'm wrong.
okay. So it's already getting built. The design. I mean, I know it needed like some more copy. It's more just kind of checking in, and usually Santi comes to this call and has something to say about it. But yeah, anyway, my intentions are on the agenda. I'm like feeling super tired today and I have a headache, so I'm like a little bit like just like slow brain. But I'm also flying to Costa Rica later today. So those are sort of distractions. And I will pass it to Mitch.
Yeah, mostly just here to listen in. If we're going to talk about the PFE collection, I can talk about the smart contracts at least. The sunsetting trace is interesting as well, and hear what there is to say about regen farms. And I'll pass it on to Amin.
Thank you. My intention is to talk about trace a little bit, not much, to have sensitive how the UI will be. Because I had discussion with Lawrence for the call. And then I have lots of spare time. I can have time to spend on other project this week. I'm free if you like me for anything. So PFP can be a good topic. I pass it to Monique.
Thanks, Amin. Jam, everybody. I'm here mostly because we don't have Cherik and Mohammed and Carlos today. I'm their representative on related issues. So mostly for the notification center updates and chain wine, if you want to know. I suggest we move the chain wine into DAP call. However, I just want to sync also, and I'm a little bit tired. That's the distractions, and I pass it to. We had Santi. We don't have, right? Santi, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you, Monique. GM everyone, feeling good, no distractions. Intentions for the call is update you on PFP collection together with Mitch and sync with the rest of the points on the agenda. And I'll pass it to Franco.
Thank you, Santi. Hello, everyone. Intentions for the call is just streaming the call. I'm gonna be streaming this call weekly, so you'll see me here, and no distractions at all. And I'll pass it to Tosin.
Hi everybody. So today's a good day. No distractions. Okay, I'm actually going through some comments in the background, so a little bit distracted. Actually, it's just listening and to sync with everybody. Passing to, let's see. I think I'm the last. So I'll pass it back to Lauren.
Yeah, I think you are the last. Thank you, Tossin. Man, I'm just like so in space today, but I think everybody's tired and we're missing a lot of people, so it might be a short call. So let's just touch on the PFP collection. If there's not much to talk about and it's like all just redundant with the DAF call, then I'm happy to also not talk about it. But is there anything that you need, Santi, or like anything you need or want to address in this call with the people here?
Sure, let's review a little bit and update you in some of the things. We're waiting for Tassin to check how to integrate the PFP collection into the profile of the Giveth.io site or any other area on the site. Mitch can update us on the state of the smart contract audit. Today I had a meeting with the bank domains together with Franco, and they are willing to offer a discount to PFP collectors or a free, whatever we decide, since they are going to be giving away 80% of the cost of the Giveth domain to the right, the matching pool. We can decide what we want to do. We can create a bundle. We can just give that for free. We can think of any formula that suits our needs, and then we'll go with that. Okay, so that's already there. And concerning the art, I've been reviewing the art that Mitch was able to send me on low resolution, and there's a few slight small changes or units that I'd like to discuss with Mitch and change them, and we're ready there. So that's that. Oh, and we had the meeting yesterday with on comms, and I gave them the update on the different utility that we discussed last Friday, and that's up there for voting on the forum. And once Tassin can work on the design, we're almost ready for them to start thinking on the copy. So if you want to update us on the contract, Mitch.
Well, Amin and Kurt did their first pass on it, and I made some changes according to what they suggested I change. So like that's there. And then I tested it out on Gorley, and it seems to work pretty well, like with like some dummy metadata, and it looks pretty good. I'm curious, like, how far do we want to go with this review and audit process? Like, to me, it's mostly just like a standard contract, but we're not really doing anything too innovative with it. But I'm curious what Amin thinks.
I mean, what do you think? How far do we need to go with the review or audit process?
I'm just looking at what Court has updated. There are lots of comments. Thank you. I think we should go for another path. I should do another reviewing, and we don't have much tests. No.
Sure. Well, I mean, I'll take all that feedback then. If you think there's more tests that can be written for it, like, let's go for it.
Yeah, I can do it. I can put it in my.
I can test to Mitch if you give me the.
Like the automated testing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Contract development. Contract development, you most of the time. You should spend your time on write tests. Yeah, I don't know how much money will be go inside of that. But I'm up to do another pass of reviewing because that last time I did it very fast.
Yeah. Well, considering we only have 1,000 PFPs and they're going to go for $100 each, never more than 10,000 at the absolute maximum.
Yeah, and the point is that it's not upgradable. I don't know how do you feel about this. Hopefully Griff is here. We haven't designed it as an upgradable, so if we do any mistake, it's the final last time deployment.
But you can still use the NFT metadata in other places. So like the art isn't lost. You can just take that same IPFS hash and put it in a different contract.
I have not much experience in NFT. If for instance our contract B has any problem for any reason, if you launch another contract and mint the same NFTs for previous valid minted NFTs, is it what you mean? In case any issue happens?
It's just an IPFS that stores the metadata, so you can just have another contract that has the same metadata that it uses. It's not limited to just one.
Yeah, I know. I don't have very much experience in NFT, playing with NFTs, but I wonder whether it's okay if we do it, replace the contract and mint the new series, or it will damage our reputation or anything. Griff, what do you think? Should I make it upgradable or not? Or
I don't know the standards in NFTs. Are NFT contracts usually not upgradable? Do you guys know? Is that like a standard practice to keep it not upgradable?
I think not. I don't
As
think they're
in,
normally upgradable.
they're generally not upgradable?
I don't think so. But I can do some more look, but like I don't think those contracts are regularly upgradable.
Okay. I mean, if it's not like I don't know what the standard practice is in NFTs, you know, so we gotta lean on that. If they don't like to be upgradable, that's fine. Our standard practice is that all contracts are upgradable, but I can understand NFTs don't like that.
One of the values of the NFTs is the limited collection. So
Yeah.
that's probably one of the reasons they don't use upgradable contracts.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't think it has to be upgradable. As Mitch said, we can always do a Series 2 release.
Yeah, like you just launch a new NFT contract. It has a different name. It has different data, everything.
Yeah,
So
that's
that you
most
can't
of
do
collections
from a single
do. They
contract.
release a new contract with a new collection.
Yeah.
Do you have a deployment script? Because, you know, a lot of times the bugs aren't in the contracts themselves, but sometimes in how they're deployed and configured. I don't know if there's a script for that that's also being reviewed, but that would make if there's a script for deploying, then it's a lot easier to review the deployment.
Sure, I mean I can write one, that's no problem. But it's nothing, I hear you, it's nothing crazy, but sure.
Yeah, and are we gonna launch a test version on some testnet somewhere, or?
I did.
Oh
I have
yeah,
a
it's already
drawing on
live?
Goerli already.
But
Oh,
not with the
cool.
real art, not with the real art.
No, just like placeholder.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's great. I mean, I'm less worried about the deployment as long as we can test it on somewhere else too. I don't know. I'm happy if Amin's happy with the review. I don't think it has to be a big deal. We're just throwing out an NFT, and it's not going to be the minter contract is not going to be interoperable with anything else, right? So
No, it's just gonna have an owner and then that's it.
yeah, that's cool. Who is the owner?
Well, the deployer will be, and then I guess we just give it to Giveth main.
Cool. Sounds good.
So about the design of the PFP, the drop page and the minter is pretty much done at this stage. So actually, we could actually proceed with the copy. And then Mitch and I actually discussed about where we could integrate the PFP itself on the platform. And then we came, okay, I think we said on the user profile. So users can actually, they are able to, change the profile pictures to the PFP itself, and then also where the donation list, where you can see the list of donors, so you could see the names together with the PFP itself, and then also where you have the name, the project owner name, you coming up, like say on the profile on the project page itself. So you have the list, you have the topic, I mean you have the heading, and then you have the name, the project owner. You could also show the PFP right there beside the name. And then also on the project card, the project card, you have the Giveth community of makers. On that we have Lauren Lewis, and then you have the PFP with it. So I think these are places where we think, okay, yes, this actually makes sense to have the PFP collection together with the name. So at the end of the day, you can always associate the names. Somebody who has donated the profile page, or at least anytime, anywhere these names comes up, you could see the PFP together with that. So I think tag. I'll just make a good documentation on this and then tag Santi and even Mitch to check it out. So yeah, we could start working on the copy of the drop page and the Minza itself. Oh, and one other thing, how we're going to integrate the PFP itself on the platform. I think with currently how we've implemented it, I think it's even reflecting on the homepage design now. It's like I said, we have a different nav for the PFP collection itself. We have home project where you are like I think I'm already worked on it. So like a different right there on the nav bar. So on the other you have a different page for NFT, so you could actually, it's not under any other page. It's not a sub page as currently. So I don't know if there's any discussion we need to still have about that. So I'm welcome to hear that. Thank you.
I think this new header has been implemented. I just sent the draft. So if you guys want to change it, please let us know as soon as possible because it's interrupting the current work we're doing. The header. I think Mosaic considered the new menu new link in every header on each page. And this is the link. So I appreciate it, Tosin. You can be sync with him.
The header I think is fine. I don't know, Mitch, Toss, what do you think? Can we just like maybe comment?
I left some comments in the Figma already around that nav bar.
Okay.
I basically, like I was telling to Mo, it's a shame to lose that community one, because that community one is like, Discord, Twitter, forum,
Oh yeah.
everything. And I don't think the NFT should replace it, but if we're creating those nested menus, it would be cool just to maybe put the PFP in there or something, rather than lose the whole community tab.
Yeah, definitely.
But I left that in a comment to Mo a few days ago in the Figma.
Okay, cool.
He did not respond, are you sure?
No, he hasn't. I'll also draw his attention to that. I think Mo and I will also go over this and at least we'll make sure to resolve it today. At least this particular one. So
Yeah.
we'll have something.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay. Do we have somebody already on like taking responsibility for writing the copy?
Not
No,
yet. I know that Corey was mentioning or suggesting Almond, but I'm not sure if they've decided on her or not.
I mean, I can do the copy. It sounds like everyone else is pretty overloaded.
Cool. I think you would be the best person to do it anyway, Mitch.
I know Almond's got a lot on her plate, so
She does. I don't really like giving it to Ahmed, especially it doesn't make sense because like she'd need to have it reviewed because of English. Doesn't make sense. And she needs a break. Great. Okay, cool. Well, that's great, Mitch, if you can do it. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, is there anything else on the PFP collection that we should discuss?
I think we covered it all.
Okay, great.
Can I ask you a question just for my information? Sorry, Santi. So we're gonna have a minter, a model of the in progress, then congratulations and done page, and a place to view the claimed ones or not.
No,
these
we're going to
four,
send everyone to OpenSea to check the minted ones.
Okay. So only this, the minter, approve and confirm. Congratulations, and that's it.
Right. And the PFP presentation page before the minting. I
Yeah.
think 2 pages.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The overview, we can call it overview.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks. Okay. Just moving on to give power. Mary Jaff isn't here, so I'm not sure if we can talk about this. There was one. This was coming actually on the agenda from before when I was on vacation, and I'm not sure if it was ever resolved. And I just like have it on the notes. So I just want to check UX while the user is not signed in and click on boost. Did we create an issue for this, Monique, or is it already solved?
I think it's resolved. It's related to Q model. And right now you can check it under production. It's also released, with the last week release we made it. So if you click on a boost and you're not signed in, if you see the sign in model, then you sign and it automatically get boosted. So no need to click again.
Cool. Cool. That's nice. Okay, great. That's perfect. Thank you. Notification center. Yeah, I know there's a lot of issues and the copy's getting fixed and all these things. Is there anything we need to discuss in this call? Or yeah, I feel like this is another one I think we covered mostly in DAP's call.
Yeah, just for information, I make your issues to 3 or 4 other issues and keep the one that you created only for copy fixing. Mohammed has to do something on the backend with the help of the Carlos for changing this subscribing, as we decided to include the boost with likes or with the donation as a kind of supported. Some of the copies come from the backend, so we're on it. Others just did some of them that was related to the front end. We're adding the tabs for supported projects on the all notification page, and also the setting. And we did not test it because it's not implemented yet on the backend. But we just started doing that. And I think we need some new copies for this, for example, for supported projects. I think we decided to include 2 types of the notification, one for providing updates for the projects that I supported, and another one is for changing the status. For changing the status, we can only provide one type of the notification. Hey, the project that you supported has changed the status to this blah blah. I think, Lauren, you DM'd me about that we should put an emphasis on the project that the person boosted and suddenly lost its verification badge. So this one, I think we cannot do it technical because we can just say that this project that you supported, for example, has these changes on the status. You cannot change the whole copy and structure for a specific event. If you want it, I think we have to discuss with the backend guys. This is the only blocker.
Okay. Well, I think we can still change the copy, but make it still the use case of like it's all supported, It's like the project you supported lost its verification badge. If you were boosting this project, please remove your give power from it or something like that. So I can just should I just make like one issue regarding this copy, like a separate issue regarding this copy for the changing status, or should I just add a comment maybe to this issue or another task?
As you prefer, it doesn't make any difference. I have to manage it. But right now, I hope you get it. Right now our structure is, hey, the project you supported, as for example, change to listed, for example, something like this. So for every scenario, we have to think. And if we want to emphasize on it, we have to create new events. and I'm not sure how we can do it. I have to analyze, but please let me know what is the best and perfect things for the users in the user's perspective, because I'm stuck with the implementation side, so cannot think very well. So
Wait. Are you saying that we only have like one event when the status changed? So we're like, the status changed, or we can say lost verification badge, or became verified, or became
we
listed.
can, yeah, we can, but you know, the listing, the verification, and also the status are three different things. For the status, we have draft, published, deactivated, and canceled. For listing, we have true, false. For verification, we have true, false. We can make it three different events for listing, verification, and also the changing the status. For these three, we can provide different copies, so we can for a supported project, I mean, but with these three different events. I hope you got it.
Events would be listing, verification, or
Changing the status. For example, if your supported projects get deactivated, or your supported projects is canceled or deleted, you know, something, because cancel means deleting.
Cancel, deleted. So it's just three separate things. Your project was listed,
Yeah.
your project was verified, or
Yeah.
your project was.
Some statuses doesn't make any, you know, meaning. For example, changing the status from draft to published. To be honest, nobody supported it that we can include it, so it doesn't make any sense. So we have to think about the details. But one copy for these changes, changing a status, one for listing, unlisting, and one for verified and unverified project, supported project.
Okay.
Thank you for helping. I really have to appreciate it because of this huge help you made for this notification center. Thank you.
Thanks, Monique. You know, you're doing so much more for it than me. But okay, so just the only one I still don't understand is like what I'm gonna write for changing status, because it's like it's three different things, but like the main thing being like your project is no longer a project. Your project is gone.
Yeah, don't make your mind busy with the technical stuff. You know, just think about the proper user experiences, and let me know what do you think. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Great. Okay, next thing is the subgraph migration. I just wanted to check in on this. I mean, last time we talked about this, we were saying like maybe we can create like a little estimated cost of like how much it will cost us to run the subgraphs with like the new paid service, or like, yeah, over time. Were you able to figure that out?
Not much. I didn't go deeper. Just today, a contact point gave me a thread, a Twitter thread to, you know, he was discussing. I delegate all the tasks to DevOps guys, to Kai specifically.
Okay.
And Kai had deployed that. The deployment has two phases. One is deploying and versioning, and the second one is creating an API to connect to the deployment. That part will impose it will charge us for queries. So as I said, I delegate all the tasks to DevOps team.
Okay. So I should just check in with Kai, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And does anyone know if we've already gotten the GRT, like we've gotten the token support? I think Otavu was working on it. Maybe that's a research call thing. Okay, no worries. So Carlos isn't here to talk about the Chainvine referral program. Is there anything that we need to discuss here that would be useful?
Just for information, you know, we outlined the list of tasks that they have to do. Now we know the process. But the blocker is that they have to do something on the impact graph related to the technical stuff because we cannot publish anything right now. Mohammed is reviewing Carlos has to review the Mohammed's PR, then we merge it. Then we can start doing these things. Also, we were blocked by not being an admin on the under Chain1 web. That Ahmed is doing it right now. And I think I said all I have to say.
Okay. Great. Thanks for the update, Monique. Yeah, it's just it's good to have the update. I don't know if there's anything else we need to like really sort out here. So then the next thing is the sunsetting Giveth trace. We're moving the traceable tag from the DApp. I think that's Ramin already submitted a PR. We need to adjust the copy. Oh yeah, I just wanted to make sure that like the remaining balances are out and that we pause the server, and maybe we can also just sort out this like splash page thing or anything else that we need to talk about.
Yeah, it was my idea to keep the server up with low cost, just saving the database, dump the database to something local with less reliability and maintenance cost, and just keep it up. Just being the cost will be only a server for keeping the backend up. So in the future, we can demo it to other person, to other guys, or do it for marketing, anything. So we have it, for instance, show the campaigns, download the history, show donation, leaderboard, etc. Then we say that, yeah, we have had this. That was a multi-chain solution. So that's it. I asked the DevOps guy to close the shut down the paid subscription of database and deploy a local one. First, we moved the database to a free cluster, but it doesn't have good performance for doing complex stuff like generating history CSV. So I asked them to please set up a local instance. And yeah, about Splash, Tasin has designed something, but there are two issues. First is that it's based on the design system that it's not integrated with trace frontend. Giveth.io has used design system. Basically, I don't know how, is it easy and it's frictionless to use it in the trace. Maybe we should just design those two components ourselves. Ask Ramin or Cherik to your idea. And another thing that I think that it should not be blocker for seeing the trace, because it should have a close button. So when it's closed, user could see what's behind the splash and what was see the menus and dashboard of Giveth trace.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so I should check in with Cherik, or who did you say, Cherik or Ramin, about like the design system? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it was maybe it should not be a problem, because they can just copy the properties again and create a similar component in trace and just import all the design system.
Okay.
Just for a single button.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll check in with them, and then Tasin, can you just like on that splash page design, just add a little X to the top corner so it's like a close button? I'm talking about
I can do that.
Okay, cool, thanks. And then I also just made a comment to remove a period, and then we're fine. And then also, okay, we need to also I'll make an issue to change banner copy, right? For the gas thing. Cool. Okay, great. Then yeah, the other thing, so there's this issue about, this is a front end issue for changing the give drop end thing, but I think since Cherik is here, we don't really need to talk about it. And then Region Farms redesign is almost done. Just kind of some back and forth comments on it, and we could pass that to the front end and GIVeconomy. Homepage redesign, there's not much on there. So that's kind of the end of the things that I had on the agenda here. We've got some time left, so just, is there anything else that I missed that we should talk about in this call, or any other good use of this time?
We talked about the region farm redesign.
Well, we didn't really talk about it, but I mentioned that, so it is, wait, where is it? I added the Figma link in there. Monique, we can totally talk about it now if you want. Yeah, it would be actually great to get some feedback on it. Let me just load it.
Your loading is much better than me.
Oh, yeah?
It's okay.
You know, Griff is always telling me my computer is garbage, but I think it's good.
No,
It hasn't loaded yet. He speaks too soon.
Look at that! It loaded! Wow! Look at that, and I'll even be able to zoom in. Oh, okay, but I have like another Figma open that's making it slow. I will close it. Figma's beefy, man. Okay, yeah, so Region Farms redesign, basically like Tossin has made a new design where we're separating out the streams. Like the streams are their own section here at the bottom. And then we'll have like the farm cards here. So this is nice because if the cards get archived and the streams are still flowing, like the streams aren't archived with the cards, and we can sort of just like have them more together. There's just like a couple more comments in here. I made some comments this morning, and Marco was responding about like, since we don't actually have any Give farms anymore, I think we should just like remove this title and put all of the farm cards together. So it's like Give staking, and then next there's Cult, and next there's Fox, and whatever. It's just like a bunch of farming opportunities on one page. Yeah, and I think, and Marco agreed with that. So that's like maybe going to change. And there's just like a couple of small things in here that are like outstanding comments. I think we should remove this rewards box because it seems like irrelevant now to the rest of the page. It's like only talking about one part of many parts. And that's where we're at, Monique. So I can also tag you in here if you want to have a look. Let's see.
Thank you. I just want to also mention, it's not related to this region farm story, but I think Corey just asked to move the video from move the GivePower video from GIVeconomy homepage to GivePower tab. I think do we need to discuss it?
Marco said just to put it in both, and I think maybe Mo saw that as well, right? Where'd the issue go? Yeah, he said a couple of days ago. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he was not on this task list. I have to remember again. Okay.
Our poor designers, man. We're all like, give us design. Thanks, Tossin. Okay, cool. Anything else that I went too faster that we want to pause on or go back to? Or anything else we should talk about?
One thing to add for promoting Gitcoin on the DApp, is there like a banner or anything that we have prepared?
We have one from previous rounds, and I can talk to Rodri about updating it a little, just give him a bit of like direction.
That would be cool. We should really promote this round, and if we can like also promote the Common Stack grant somehow, that would be good too.
Cool.
The Common Stack refi grant in the climate round.
Cool.
Right now we have Nice and GivePower on the homepage, so I think that maybe we have to remove one of them.
thing.
I should
Yeah.
probably get rid of the nice one. I think that's the oldest one.
Okay. Yeah. I would love, I think it's gonna be so nice to have like scrolling banner things,
Yeah, it's
Just
under
like
production. It's under production.
I know. I'm like telling it to Mo like all the time, and he's like, yeah. Like, no, we need this. It would be so nice. But
This
so
like 8 months ago, and everyone's like, nah.
yeah. So like we can remove nice, move give power down, and then like put the other thing we did though, like when we did the previous Gitcoin grants things, we put it on the projects page, like here. That's how we had it when we first had that idea. Griff, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. I also think a banner. I mean, hey, there's a lot of money this round going to very few projects. I vote put it everywhere, whatever's loudest.
I have an idea. I just told Corey about that. We may provide some landing pages. Why not? If design guys, instead of just one banner, gave us the design of the static page, we can create it. So with lots of, call to action barams, more appealing view. So for every campaign, we can have a landing page. So the static pages and the landing pages has more also the SEO outreach. So because it's, the text, lots of text there, it helps us to for the search to be more visibility. So instead of banners, I think because we have front end bandwidth right now, if the design guys can, prepare some static pages for us, we can do it instantly.
Yeah. So wait, what are you thinking we should do, Monique? Where should we?
It could be a kind of a static page. For example, Giveth.io/landings/campaign name.
But
It
the
could be,
thing
for
is,
example.
like the issue with that, like with regards to this, is like we want the banner to be there as like advertising when people come to our page, not have to like go somewhere specific. And we have the Giveth.io link all over the place. So when people search, they're gonna search for Giveth.io, not like Giveth.io/landing, So I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to have like some kind of like special extra page, but that's also like more to think about and hash through. And I think for the purposes of Gitcoin grants, it's like, can we get this up tomorrow? That's like the ideal. It's like, can we get it up tomorrow and have it loudly in your face so anyone who comes to our adapt can be like redirected to donate?
Okay, I know that for specific campaigns it might be different, but for example, for NICE, for even GivePower, we have overview pages for GivePower, for GiveEconomy. All of them are landing pages. Shouldn't be there because they're not in the DApp. They're just some static pages. Also for the videos, also for the everything. We need the static pages and we need the landings based on our campaign, not the things in part of the DApp. So I suggest it helps a lot for also the visibility and the search and the SEO, search engine optimization. I mean, so please consider it. I just told Corey. I think we had this one in our agenda bi-weekly. Yeah. So if you maybe have ideas about that, we can implement it. Just it. Sorry. For
Yeah.
banner, it's okay. Put it everywhere that you want.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think the landing page isn't static landing page is not a bad idea as well. I think, but it's like almost like a little bit of a separate topic.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
No worries. No worries. Okay. So yeah, I'll work with Rodri on trying to get a banner up there. Is there anything else? Any other things? Cool. Okay. Well then, I think we can end the call early, and you can all have 15 minutes back in your day.
Question. Sorry, I couldn't find my mute button fast. so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's this, I think we talked about it maybe 2 weeks ago in the research call or something about this voting aggregator. Do you guys remember that? Griff remembers it.
Yeah, no.
Of course, voting aggregator.
So it's this, it was an Aragon app. Well, it is an Aragon app that basically lets you put in 2 mini-me tokens and then create like 1 token that can be used to vote with. So you don't even need to put it in, you can just like plug it in. So it's like you could aggregate voting power over multiple tokens into 1 single token and then use that in like gardens or an Aragon DAO or a snapshot or like anything. But it's broken. It looks like it's broken. So I mentioned to Griff that there's this limitation because it's an Aragon app, so it needs to be installed into an Aragon DAO before it can be used. And then now it's like, it looks like this role that you need in order to like enable or disable power sources. It's like something is wrong with it. It's broken. I don't know. So from Griff's point of view or anybody else's, like, is this useful enough to like pull apart and make into like a standalone contract, or do we just dump it because it's broken?
The Aragon app is broken?
No, the contract looks like it's broken. Like something is wrong with this role that it like doesn't get added properly to an address or something like.
So it works within an Aragon app or it doesn't?
You have to install it into an Aragon app. That's the limitation.
Yeah, but when it's installed, it actually works, right?
No.
No.
No, everything like adding in a power source, like you voting with tokens works, but this one specific role that you need, and it's important because it like enables and disables tokens from being used within it, seems to not want to work for some reason.
So wait, you can, it works for voting, but
Yes,
I guess
but like though that like admin control thing is not like working for some reason, so it's like it's broken. It doesn't have any UI anyway. Even when you install it, you still have to do everything through the contract.
yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of useless as an Aragon app, but like as a standalone token contract, it might be better.
I mean, I think it's interesting because I want to use it. And if I'm still not clear on whether or not you can use it as is, like I'm missing that, but I definitely want to use it for general magic things and common stack things. So
Like
If
to
it's
give
a
you a
smart,
practical example,
if
Lauren,
it's a smart alone contract, would you just implement it from the owner of the contract, and it would work on the DApp?
yeah, because all it is it's like it's taking, it's aggregating how much tokens you have and then like giving you another token that represents both of those holdings, or like up to 20 actually tokens it can aggregate. So basically you're just detethering it as an Aragon app and making it like a standalone token contract.
Mhm.
Yeah. So for example, like a practical thing is like if we wanted to aggregate voting from NRGive and GGive into the DAO voting app, would be like a practical idea to use it.
and would that work as is or not?
I wouldn't want to use it because there's no way to turn off something once you add it.
Ah, okay.
That's
Now
the
I
problem.
understand what's broken. Okay.
Once you add it, this role that lets you turn it on and turn it off is not working.
Ah, okay, man. Okay, I finally get it. Sorry, Mitch.
Yeah.
I'm feeling tense.
It's
Okay. How much work is it to make it its own standalone app?
It doesn't look like a lot. Like you just remove the proxy stuff and the Aragon app, whatever thing they add in there, and it like, I didn't start it because I wasn't sure if it was worth the effort.
And then at the end, you would end up with like you would still be able to use Aragon DAOs to vote with that voting aggregator, or no?
Yeah, because at the end it's just a token, right? It's just a mini-me token. So when you install a new voting app, you say, okay, what token do you want to use to vote with? You know?
Yeah, but
And then you point it to this thing.
the cool thing with this thing, well, I feel like we're getting in the weeds, and maybe you and I should just chat about it.
All right, okay.
I feel like we should let everyone else go, and we can even stay in the room and keep chatting.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds good. I was thinking that. Okay, so everybody else can go, and we can probably stop the stream too, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. Either way, Franco, if you want to stay and keep the stream running or not, whatever. But thanks everyone for coming to the call, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.